Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Anthony, or Big B Stats, and today I want to talk to you guys about a character in Roblox Piggy that would possibly be coming back in Piggy Book 2 Chapter 9 and was actually confirmed by Minitoon somehow. But if you do enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like on it and feel free to subscribe for more. And if you want to show your further support to me, you can always use star code BIGB2 when purchasing Robux or Premium. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So Piggy Book 2 Chapter 9 is set to come out the 26th of June, which that is going to be amazing as it is this coming weekend. Now, Piggy Book 2 Chapter 9 is set to release June 26th, which is going to be this coming weekend. And I must admit, I am very, very happy about it because I'm really curious to see exactly where the story is going to go, as this chapter is going to be quite big. But mainly, I want to talk about a character named Torturer. Yes. Now, the cool thing about Torturer, I think if I had to say, if there was like a top 5 list of Piggy characters and skins, I would almost likely say that Torturer is actually on that list. Now, one of the reasons you have to think is, why is Torturer actually on that list? Torturer seems to be almost one of the fan favorites, I'd say, especially from a person or a bot that's actually chasing you around. And I think almost every Piggy character that actually gets involved in the story, we always want to know a little bit of a backstory on that particular character. So let's talk about the Torturer, because Torturer could possibly be making an appearance in Chapter 9, which I will explain to you why. So Torturer, we don't know if the Torturer is infected or not. Now, before even Chapter 9, there were a lot of predictions that Torturer would possibly come back. I still have a personal theory that the Torturer is someone that we know, whether that is Rash, possibly. Although if you do kind of glitch in the skin, you can see it's like a Piggy character, but I'm not really sure how that works because, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, this is possibly either Eddie as well, like the elephant skin that we have. Well, we actually don't have, like from the Maple Donut badge at least. So people are thinking that it's Eddie or a Piggy skin, but I personally think that this could be either Rash or William. I personally think Rash. I think that would be such a big twist if we find out that, you know, behind the Torturer mask, this is Rash. I mean, that would be amazing to see. But Minitoon did put a tweet out a long time ago. If you even check Piggy Wikipedia, pretty much, there's actually something where it says Minitoon tweeted out that the Torturer might be a friend in Book 2. And I feel like I do remember when Minitoon said that. And that would make things very, very interesting. And Minitoon did say that, like, don't be surprised if you come across an old character in Chapter 9. So how interesting is that, ladies and gentlemen? So I really do think that we will come across a character that we've seen in Book 1 at least. That would be awesome. I mean, it's not a skin like Clowny, as we still don't know what like the role Clowny actually plays into the story. And maybe sometimes, you know, being that Piggy has evolved so much with the story, it feels like almost every character needs a backstory. But I would love to know the identity of Torturer. And again, it's not like the Torturer would actually, you know, is walking around infected or not. We just don't know. Maybe Torturer was actually protecting the outpost, which is why these soldiers are also burnt and such things like that. And we were just there and they probably thought that we were infected and was just chasing us. And there was actually no characters around like Willow or anything like that. So very interesting. And do bear in mind, look, let's say if it was Rash and Rash actually recognized us and Rash was angry and actually was trying to come after us, that would also be quite cool. But I do think that Torturer may make an appearance. Not saying that Torturer will be that main character. I am still sticking with like Bunny, so I'm gonna stick with that at least. So yeah, anyway, let's check out some of your predictions and see what you think, and also what are your thoughts pertaining to Torturer. Gusty says, I think that an old character is going to be Bunny or Torturer. I don't know why Torturer, but I think we will see him in Chapter 9. By the way, love your videos, Big B. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And again, like, people like Torturer is probably the only character I really feel like that from such a long time ago really pops up into people's head and they're thinking like, okay, why? And I don't think it's because it's like one of the most expensive skins in Piggy, but however, Torturer was just, didn't even have a cutscene or anything like that. Was literally just a very cool skin. I think a lot of people want to know who is behind the mask of Torturer. Okay, Deegan So Well says, I posted this comment before I watched the video, so here are my guesses to who the person is. And this is pertaining to what Minitoon said about don't be surprised if we come across an old character. And Deegan goes on to say, people we have seen, Mr. P, Tigery, Torturer. People who haven't seen, Daisy. To those of you confused about Torturer, we don't actually have proof he is infected. Yes, he attacked us in chapter 11, but what if he thought we were infected and here to get him? So he attacked. He could be infected, but it's still not confirmed. For my definite guess on the friends list, I honestly think we will see Daisy Donkey. Guys, this is literally what I just said too. Like, I honestly think, like, again, Torturer shows up so much during comments, during videos, all the time. So I feel like it is going to be a character that hopefully Minitoon will reveal exactly who this is. And yeah, I think it hopefully will be a big shocker and kind of a jaw drop once we find out who this character actually is. Daniela Montano says, so here's my theory. Zizzy is going to return. Why? Well, Zizzy was in the refinery now. She might be in chapter 9. 2, Doggy and Bunny won't be in chapter 9. Why? Well, Doggy and Bunny could be coming in a future chapter. 3, Mr. P could be in chapter 9 because my theory that he's working on a cure, and that could be the case. Okay. Number 4, Rash is going to be in chapter 9 because he was arrested in alleys, so he won't be in chapter 9. Very interesting. 5, so Daisy or William could be in chapter 9. Why? Because we haven't seen Daisy or William yet, so that could be a theory. And Big B, make sure you friend me on Roblox. My username is LaCreePayne213. Hope you like my theory, and Zizzy is gonna be in chapter 9. I definitely know it. So maybe you know something that we don't, but hey, we'll see. Roblox Master says, theory, the Don't Trust the SI was made by Tigery, and he trusted them, but they left him in the dirt, so he wanted revenge. Then he went to the Insolence for revenge, and in return, they gave him revenge. Wow, this is getting interesting. He found out you were helping. We found out we were helping Willow, so he took the boat since he knew we were going. And then he will try to take over the base. Tigery will probably be the person we will do the boss battle with in chapter 12. And we'll have Willow to help us. I think the bot will be Tigery, but in a different outfit, or Daisy, since she didn't see Willow. Wow, that is an incredible theory. And I also have some Tigery theories as well, which I'll be sure to share with you all. But comment down below your predictions before we get chapter 9. I'll try my best to include some of those in the videos before we get to chapter 9, and then we'll be rolling on with chapter 10 predictions and things like that. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the Torturer? Who do you honestly think the Torturer is? Do you think the Torturer is actually worth a character actually revealing exactly who the Torturer is? Or should it just remain a masked character that's just, yeah, no one really knows? But that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and share it. And also feel free to subscribe for more. And if you're new, and I will see you all in the next one.